Hello, my name is Brianna Gawadi, and today I will be talking to you about PSA. We will be going over a variety of things throughout this presentation that will show you that PSA is an effective approach that will improve your writing. We will go over what PSA is, a writing example that has used PSA, and how PSA has helped me. PSA stands for the problem-solving approach. This term is used in many disciplines with many different perspectives. It is important to understand what the goal of the problem is and what can be applied to solve the problem. The steps of the PSA are plan, research, draft, review, and distribute. First, you must plan out the purpose of the document. You can brainstorm and sketch out ideas. The next step is to research. You must gather information and use sources to get details about the subject. You may conduct personal interviews, read books, or read online and newspaper articles. The draft step is simple. Put all of your ideas and information researched into written form that flows together. The next step is to review. This is where you can look for improvements in your writing. This is the time to submit your writing to a peer or a professor to get feedback on what you have written. Finally, make changes and complete the last step. Distribute to the intended audience. I have chosen to highlight a writing assignment I did this semester. I made a policy manual for one of the clubs I am involved in. This club is called Global Dental Brigades at ASU. In the club, we go on dental brigades to different countries such as Honduras, Ghana, and Panama. In these countries, we conduct clinics for underprivileged people. I use PSA to successfully write this manual for the travel policies used in global brigades. One of the most important ways the PSA process has helped me within this writing project is the planning step. I began by brainstorming everything someone in the club would need to know before traveling on the brigade. Once I had all of my ideas ready, I began to organize them in which way made most sense to me. I realized that obtaining a passport should first be understood before understanding about the baggage policies. PSA helped me organize all of the information in a way that the audience would understand best. PSA also helped me in the research step as well. I conducted many interviews with Global Brigades members to make sure that my information within the policy manual was correct. The manual covered a variety of scenarios, such as what to do when a flight is canceled. It was crucial to have all the information correct so that the brigadier would know exactly what to do. As a writer, I have learned that it is extremely important to have effective communication. In most professions today, communication is key. If you are able to come off as confident in your work through communication, you are more likely to convince others that you are a strong leader. I have also learned that it is important for me to keep my thoughts organized. I have a tendency to talk about a subject for too long. I have learned that if I stay on the specific topic, I am able to get my point across to the audience. It is not always about the length of your writing, it matters more about the effectiveness of what you've written. Finally, I have learned that my writing style is very structured. I am not very creative, and at times this can set me back in writing. It is important that I have realized this because now I will no longer put peer review on the back burner when I know that others can offer me help with something I am not good at, such as the creative aspect in my writing. One major thing I learned about effective communication is to be clear and concise. It is hard to get across what is needed when others do not understand you. It is important that when the audience is done, they understand exactly what is intended. Another thing I learned about effective communication is the importance of knowing and understanding your audience. The tone and style within your writing will vary based upon audience. Writing to children and writing towards your boss are two completely different things. To communicate effectively to each of these audiences, you will need to adjust your writing accordingly. If you have any further questions about PSA, you should contact the ASU Writing Center, the textbook Technical Communications in the 21st Century, or ask your professor. There are resources all around you to help you improve your writing.